I'm always been accused of being extremely rude, and I always wonder when and where. Because as a person, I'm not a person who will not be friendly. I'm very friendly, but only when I have work on my head and I know that I have to do something.
Because you're preoccupied.
And I'm preoccupied. Okay, and I'm already jumping 10 steps. Somebody's talking
Yeah.
to me, and I'm already
Yeah.
jumping 10 steps and saying, okay, this is how it's going to be. So at those points, I get so involved, and maybe I cannot multitask at that time. Especially when you're creating something, not when you're organizing it, but when you're visualizing. Okay, this is how I want it to be, and this is how I
Sure.
kind of.
Sure.
I really don't think it's possible for an artist to multitask at that point of time.
No, of course not. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think
Yeah.
that's when people always say, like, you look through me, and what happened to you? Like, and that you just walk past me, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm really sorry about that. It's just that it's not intentional.
I'm even worse than this. I mean, he's saying while working. I mean, I flake out in conversations, man. I mean, with people. And my wife is my biggest critic on this point. We're having dinner and I'll drift off. I'll be playing drums or writing some music, and I've heard something in my head. I remember we were in Italy once, and it was before, I think, really before kind of mobiles, and I didn't have a mobile with me. I had this great song running in my head, and I didn't have anything to write it down with. And we're walking through, where were we? I think Verona. And I left her. I ran to a phone booth to sing the melody into my answering machine at home. No, so I didn't lose it, and she's standing there looking for where Romeo and Juliet hung out, and, so not exactly romantic.